Welcome to Naples, Florida, home to the most beautiful beaches and recreation in the world. We are here for the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, at beautiful East Naples Community Park. One of the most amazing pickleball facilities in the world, and the biggest pickleball party in the world. We're here, excited once again, with Eva Welsher.
Hello.
I'm Rusty from Pickleball Channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today is a unique bracket, this pro split age. What's so unique about it and exciting about this tournament?
Well, I have played these events last year, and it is probably the two events that I love the most, because you put a champion pro over 50 with a young pro, and then they battle it out against other combinations. And it's thrilling to have that pace and on the court. And the US Open just is one of those unique things that actually brings these brackets together.
And they continue to set records once again. They created this bracket. They were the first one to come up with a new bracket and way to play. This event has thousands of players, thousands of spectators here, and they're coming literally from all over the world, which is exciting. A little bit of what happened yesterday. It was singles, and it was truly amazing. I saw some of the most incredible matches on this court that we've seen. Some of our victors who we had last year, another champion coming back, Jennifer Dawson.
Yeah, Jennifer Dawson, every time she comes here, she wins gold. She is known for her singles especially. She is an incredible tennis player as well, but she blew through the draw yesterday, and it was impressive to watch her.
She's on her way to be a Triple Crown winner once again. Paul Olin, he's won silver here twice. He won bronze. Yesterday, he got a gold.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny because Paul actually said that he took a couple weeks off and just kind of was laid back coming in here, and he had some nail biters along the way. He persevered, and he did great.
Another newcomer, Paris Todd, her first time here, and that was an incredible three-game match. What about that play?
Yeah, I mean, I think she had 4 or 5 match points against her, and she just dug in and grinded, and kudos to Judith,
brand new 6-month player.
I mean, she was cramping slightly in the second set, and she just kept rolling through.
And the men's match went all the way late into the evening, didn't finish until 9:40. The Johnson brothers facing off against one another.
You know, it's really tough watching those guys because they love each other so much, and they're very expressive on the court when they lose, and they're so fast, and I just feel for both of them when they're playing.
And ultimately, Hunter ended up taking home the gold.
Yes.
So it is amazing. We have more amazing gameplay here at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. Stay tuned for the action.
Time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships.
Match point. It's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville! You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
Welcome to Zing Zang Championship Court, where you're about to see some unique play in the mixed. Sorry, it's not the mixed, it's the men's split age. It is a unique bracket that was created here at the US Open. And Eva Welsher is in the booth with me. This is
Hello.
Rusty House. You got there Andre Mick and Jose Derisi are going to be playing against Althoff Merchant and John Cicola. Talk to us, Eva, about the uniqueness of this bracket.
Well, what I love about it, it's one of my favorite events, as I said, and it's because you put a champion pro over 50 with a youngster under 50, and that's a compliment when I say youngster, and you get to really play at such a faster level, I just feel it's an adrenaline rush, and the combinations are unique, and you don't know like how much the youngster's going to take over from the senior pro, and you just see where the talent really lies, and I think it's exciting, and I think both the younger pros and the seniors really love this event.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some unique matchups, and that's the other thing that's kind of nice. Within pickleball, sometimes you have repeat matchups. You'll play again and again, and in this bracket, you see some first-time pairings.
Absolutely.
And so today we've seen Jose Derisi out here before, Althoff Merchant, some of these players, but this is the first time we've ever seen these two teams play together, and let's see what happens as game one begins.
Great job. Just notice that Althoff is a lefty, so they're going to stack with John Cicola on the left side. Nice attack.
So to identify for those who are new, that is Althoff Merchant that you're looking at there. And about to serve in the blue is Jose Derisi, serving to John Cicola return.
They're starting attacks right away. Just Althoff Merchant actually just became a senior, so he could be playing actually. Last year he could have been playing on the younger side, but this is the first year that he actually can play senior pro, and to date he's only played in the men's double senior pro, has yet to play in the mixed.
A little bit of an uncharacteristic hit into the net from Jose. And again, Cicola's serving to Andre Mick. Nice interchange.
Yeah, John Cicola came way over to get that poach.
Second serve.
And Sketchers instant replay, seeing the battle.
Yeah. And no, you were the correct server. You had
Coming
one.
back out.
You just got a point.
Little
Cicola
confusion.
clarifying
2-0-2.
serve and position and score there.
Yep.
You're now able to sort of clarify very specifically with the ref about the correct server, so you're not
Right, and
losing
she'll
a
put
point.
she'll put everybody in the right place.
2.
Return down the line. Ooh, Althoff wanted that one back.
So early on, we are at game number one of this men's pro split age. Jose Derisi serves.
Really good serve deep.
Second serve.
Yeah, his rhythm, his timing was off on that one. He got a little bit ahead of himself.
Serve 2-2.
Short ball. Oh.
Point.
So right now, it seems to be a battle between the champion pros, Derisi and Althoff. They seem to be staying away from the younger guys.
Side out.
Mick tries to drive that unsuccessfully, and we have a side out with Merchant serving. Oh, big overhead angle.
Second serve.
And this ball is a little bit of a softer ball, so it's going to be tougher to put balls away. So you're going to see longer rallies.
Point.
Ball sails a little long.
We do have wind here today, so it's Derisi and Mick are actually going with the wind, and it's going sideways a little bit towards Eltoff's box.
Side out.
So Eltoff needs to be extra careful on getting over that ball to make sure it gets down.
1-3-1.
Nice job.
Serve. One, 3-2.
Score 1-3-2. Derisi serving. Nice battle.
Those were all straight in front of him battles.
You have one.
It was almost like Eltoff was daring Mick, like who's going to win it?
3-1-1.
Oh, just over the net.
Nice job. Eltoff gives that stare down.
A little fist pump.
What was so good about that, the reason why he won it is because finally he topped the top of it and got it down at his feet. Other than that, you're just going waist to waist.
4-1-1.
Oh, now Jose gives it
His
back.
turn.
This is going to get loud, folks.
If it's one thing that the two of them can do sometimes is get pumped up.
Oh, Jose's a character.
We have often recorded how many fist pumps he does in a
Yeah.
match.
Oh.
The two of them even like that, man. High fives in the middle.
Yeah. That's good
Come
sportsmanship.
on, you gotta enjoy that, right?
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, you love having a
Yeah.
good match.
Yeah, exactly.
5-1-2.
Play hard, love hard.
And here we are serving 5-1 with a 4-point lead.
Good patience. Switch it. Oh, nice, nice. They went outside, and then they went down the middle.
6-1-2. 1 minute.
The wind's really picking up right now, a little bit, but it's kind of going sideways across the court, which sometimes is a little different. We're going to take a Takea hydration break, I think, here. Yes, timeout has been called, and we're going to have more of this action from Zing Zang Championship Court in a moment.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. And by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at margaritavilleresorts.com.
So we're back here after our first timeout of this game.
6-1-2.
As Mick and Derisi try to put some more points on the board. Unfortunately, that return sails long. That's frustrating, right? Those returns.
So Derisi and Mick are now going to change positions and put Jose Derisi in front of Johnson Cola. Change up something, which is really smart. No.
Ball goes just long.
I mean, I think that's, you know, they're down by 5 points. They have to have plan B, and plan B is to show the team something different.
1-7-1.
And we'll see if it works.
So what it looks like to me is that Althoff and Sincola are starting, they're starting the battles first,
2-7-1.
and they're winning them. Very good.
And now we're 3.
Yep.
So 2 in a row.
Yep. Jose and Mick, I think, are ready for the speed ups now.
3-7-1. Second
Nice. I think if Jose is that far off the court, I think he should actually reset it in front of him because it left the middle wide open, and then they burned him.
3-7-2.
Still second serve here. Close the gap a little.
Very good.
Able to dig out that first overhead, but the second one goes their way. Take a look at the Skechers instant replay.
Yep, they're just going right down at their feet, giving them nothing to work with.
7-3-1.
Sincola serves to Mick.
Oh,
Second
Good eye.
serve.
yeah, he just lifted that too much. Good eye.
We were in some of the pro clinics earlier, and one of the super simple tips was let out balls go out.
7-3-2.
Easier said than
It
done.
is, but yeah, at least you can try it.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So what Mick did is he went to his offside, his backhand, and Sincola was completely committed to a forehand, and then he got him on his left shoulder, which popped it up, and then it started the battle, and then they won it.
2-7-1.
He just got caught. He put it right into his body. He couldn't get out of the way. Mick could not get out of the way.
So we get a little bit of that dodgeball element
Yeah.
of pickleball.
7-2.
He's got to be light on his feet. I think that was Mick's ball.
That's what I was wondering, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes in the middle. It's like boom, boom, boom.
You have so much adrenaline in that moment, and then it's like you reach for that third one and your feet haven't moved. And he should have just let Mick take over from that point.
7-3-1.
Dropping. Oh,
Yeah, nice shot. I really think that Mick and Jose should be hitting more neutral dinks
All
and
right.
not so wide, because then it's opening up their side. I mean, one angle creates another angle.
right. Althoff got caught a little bit there in the transition coming up to the line, forcing a second serve.
8-3-2.
But they still have that 5-point lead of 8-3.
I think he should have taken a backhand maybe on that one.
9-3-2.
So as we can see, it's progressing here. You know, initially you're talking about the senior pros kind of going back and forth, but they're mixing it up. The hands battle happening in
Yep.
all directions.
What I love about Althoff's volleys is that, his purpose is to go down at the feet. He's not trying to go long like a tennis player does. They try to hit through the court. Anything that he can get down, he's hitting at the feet, and then he's dropping the ones that he can't. Oh, barely out. That was a good eye.
I think did he say way to go or way out? I'm not sure.
He probably said way out. He's going to want to aggravate them just a little bit. Great eye.
So we have 2 in a row, those dodge balls as they fly a little long, closing the gap a little bit. So let's take a look here, that instant replay.
That's tough because those guys are, Althoff and Sincola are going against the wind. So that was good eyes. Oh, talk.
Double hit there.
Talk in the middle.
Well, and again, coming back, if you're potentially, I forgot to ask him if it was their first time playing, I think with Dre and Derisi, it is. And some of that communication comes over time. You try to say it, but
I always like having one person be the captain, so you know that person's going to call it. That's nice.
Okay, so Derisi taking a little bit of a risk, kind of scooting out to take his forehand there. I mean,
he should have been dead. He should have been dead. But I like the fact that they went to his backhand, John Sincola's backhand then, because he had to switch sides, and that's when most people miss, is when they have to do a forehand and then go to a backhand.
Oh.
Nice job.
So hanging in there, we've had this 4 points kind of going back and forth, a little bit cat and mouse, and so Merchant and Sincola still leading, but once again the serve coming back to Mick and Derisi for their chance to try to close this gap. Drive there.
You got to get it over.
Frustration. You can hear the expectation.
Yeah. You can't go for a winner on that.
Well, with 9 points, your margin of error is less.
Right. Oh, nice.
So if you're just joining us, welcome to the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. We're at Zing Zang Championship Court, as you're seeing John Sincola serving to Andre Mick, 2 points away from game 1 in the books.
That was a great shot. See, Althoff is moving the dinks around. He's not staying in it with Jose. Look at those guys go.
Right here. He's excited about that.
They're razzing each other. They love it.
He came on the other side of the net. You didn't quite see it, and walked literally on the other side of the net and teasing Derisi a little bit. But here they are with the game point.
Nice cat. Oh, good hands.
I thought that was over.
Yeah,
and
I did too.
He got his paddle on it. I think that we're hoping for a side out, but it's not yet. It's second server. And again, now Merchants serving game point.
Oh my. Talk.
Tries to go around the post, called out, and game 1 goes to Merchants and Sincola here in the mixed pro split doubles semifinal at the US Open.
Althoff, did you see that get Althoff got? I mean, he wasn't going to move. He was either going to die.
Take a look. Here's that final point.
Yep. Oh, he just missed it.
Yeah. Well, we got another game coming, and we'll see how the battle continues here at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships.
Get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man lines run till you step out the crease when the whole place scream, gotta get out the. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check.
Singles and doubles champion Annalie Waters.
Everyone sees the highlight reel. The gold medals, the triple crowns.
What a way to end it!
But greatness isn't just what you do in front of a crowd. It's here. The hours, the years, the sweat. It's how you press on when others give up. When nobody's pushing you but you. It's not what you do for the crowd. It's what you do for yourself.
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
Check out these new Gamma paddles. Yo, I gotta try that paddle. Here you go. Let's go.
Good game. Play with style. Play with Quantum by Gamma Pickleball.
So we are back after game number 1 finish and goes to Merchant Sincola at the men's pro split doubles. You're looking at Jose Derisi there in the dark and his partner, Andre, called Dre apparently.
Mick.
And they are facing against John Sincola there on the right and Althoff Merchant coming out to the court. We have seen some amazing games. Matches go to 3 already in this tournament, and we'll see if this one goes to 3 as well in the semi-final match as Derisi serves.
So I think this is where the wind is really going to play a factor, because already Jose was the first one to attack because they have the length of the court and they're going against the wind, so they can swing freely. I think that should have been left for Jose Derisi. I don't think he could have come in and reached for that one because Jose could have come over. But again, it's about communication.
Right.
They didn't call it.
Well, and he had gotten pulled so far out.
Then Jose moves to the middle and he helps him out. Very good.
Second serve.
Sincola was kind of pretty dead in his feet on that one. He should have taken a couple steps. Very nice.
Yeah, as you were saying before, right at his feet. It looks easy to the average viewer, but it's harder said than done. Overheads are fun, accurate overheads.
But that should be the closing. That should be the closing shot. But the one before was the softer one at the feet where they give him no pace, and then they'll flick it up, and then it gives you the harder overhead.
So with the second serve.
Nice shot. He went hard from below the net. I think he should have hit another dink and set it up further.
So as Merchant lands the ball deep, forces a side out, and their chance to put the first point on the board in game number 2.
He compliments himself so much. He's so funny.
Take a look here.
But see, they're starting to go behind John Sincola and not letting him just lean into that middle and take over. That's what they have to do. They really have to mix it up. There we go. That's an unfortunate miss. He needs to get that one in. He knows it.
Yeah, you see the frustration on his face. And as we're tied up,
very good. I think he's Jose is catching Sincola off balance because he's looking to poach.
well, and the lateral movement in some of these players is so great. You know, some of them can get even beyond half court and still come back. But no matter what, it is more court to cover.
Right. That's how important. You can't get really dead on your feet. You need to really split step between points. He was ready for that one, see?
So it heats up, comes back to Mick, who can't keep it in play, forcing that second serve. As with a 1-point lead in game 2, Derisi serves.
Oh, Mick got it back. Unbelievable.
That was great.
Great hands. Great hands.
Take a look here. Oh.
That was just a stab.
It's reaction.
Amazing. I mean, Sincola and Althoff kept themselves in there.
And a little bit different tide so far in game 2 as Mick and Derisi are leading.
Unfortunate. They're trying to go after Althoff's backhand on their third, which is always good to go after backhands on your thirds. Very nice. So that's where the return was too high, and so Derisi was able to get it in the air and take time away from Althoff and get that extreme angle.
Anticipation there.
Jose waited until Althoff put his head down, and then he did it Ernie.
Crowd letting out a cheer here at Zing Zang Championship Court.
Yep.
The breeze does impact the gameplay, but it's a very nice, comfortable environment now for the fans. I think the players, too, it's not too hot.
No, yesterday was just extremely tough.
Oh,
Wrong
they didn't
server.
check. So even though you can ask the ref, tell me, am I good? They just kind of went for it, and wrong server, so they lose that opportunity, which is really frustrating, I suppose.
Especially because they're working so hard for every point, and then just to give one away like that is just so frustrating. You know, you're in the moment, you have the adrenaline, you just kind of like get so excited, and then you lose sight of what those little important details are.
Especially as you're stacking.
Exactly.
Pop off the net.
Oh.
We talked about the reaction earlier, right? You know, Mick now and Sincola pop off the net and he keeps it.
Yep. He got it. And then, of course, it went right to the middle where Jose and Mick are having some problems with communication. Smart. Gosh.
You talked about going behind him.
Yeah, he held it. He held it to the last second with no pace on it.
And here he goes, sketches replay.
So good.
Good hustle, can't quite get it back. Derisi just served. Sincola returned, and we're up at the net.
Nice reset.
Hmm.
Oh, no.
He
Good
got
job.
it back, but, you know, when you're that defensive chasing,
And he got it too high, so
Yeah.
he can just go right down on
I
it.
mean, you're barely keeping it in play. All right. Clarifying server here on the other side.
Nice, very nice. So the difference in this set is that in the first set, Althoff and Mick, Jose and Mick really focused on Althoff, and now they're starting to, change it up and get Sincola involved so that he can't be set to dominate and poach. So now he's off balance, so now the whole team is off balance, which is what you want.
So game number 1 progressed. It was tight, but Merchant Sincola leading the whole time. Game number 2, going the opposite direction.
That got away from him.
He wasn't too happy about that.
So again, these guys are up 4-2, but it's still so tight, and they had 2 opportunities to serve and win a point, and their third they didn't get over. So those are opportunities lost.
Both players attacking Mick there.
3-4-1.
With a point on the board at 3-4.
Behind Sincola again, behind Sincola again. There we go. Too high. So that's why you move your dinks around, is that eventually, if you keep your opponents off balance, somebody eventually will pop it up.
Teresi able to handle the first overhead, but the second one is put away. And now we got a tie for the first time in game number 2.
Okay, that time they talked. So Mick is relatively an unknown, right? We don't really have any significant history of tournaments for him. What is his background?
Well, he comes from the Cleveland area. He was a tennis player and just discovered, like many people, COVID recently, pickleball during COVID. Originally, he's from Melbourne, but lives in Cleveland.
Very talented. Oh, they busted Althoff.
Tries to kind of go over.
Yeah.
And Ernie, but doesn't
He knows
quite
it.
work. Yeah.
He knows it.
He has to close that out. He was Cleveland State University is where Andre Mick played.
Well, you can see his tennis skills. He can see the court very well. Oh, he did it again, below the net.
And you saw that a little earlier, kind of got behind him, that little kind of flick a little bit to bring it up and over. You take a look here.
I mean, even if the ball's below the net, you just have to believe that they're coming for you. And you've got to get your paddle up and ready. There's really no place safe on the court anymore for somebody to attack, especially at the pro level. Oh, he missed it again. Maybe he should put that away for a little bit.
Well, that's what I was about to say. So after, some people, they don't even know around the post is an option, so they just keep going cross court. But after you miss a couple of them, do you just go back to the traditional dinking or what?
Unless it's a sure thing, don't do it. I mean, it's such a tight match. You've got to keep the ball in play. And if you're not getting it, if it's not your day on those, then, you got to have plan B.
Tries to heat it up, but hits the net and gets rejected. And also the bounce on the last 2 that he did, the ball didn't actually bounce that high, right? The higher it bounces, a little bit easier for the person to hit it around. But
well, also he wasn't wide enough on the court.
Right.
Okay, that's just amazing hands between those two.
There you go. Tap of the paddles.
Great
Andre
sportsmanship.
Mick recognizing Althoff Merchant.
Great sportsmanship.
Yeah, it's really fun to see this kind of interchange with these different players and them appreciating one another as well.
Oh, such good hands. Oh, such good hands. Oh, my God. You know, it's funny because, you know, you can reset points a lot easier when the ball comes hard to you. But when people take pace off, that's when you have to create your own rhythm. And that's why John Sincola missed that one. They just took all the pace off that dink.
Drives it down the line to Derisi's forehand. Unfortunately, ends up in the net. And we're tied up at 6-6 again.
Good deep shot.
So game number 2, as you're talking about, has a little bit of a different rhythm, and they're kind of finding themselves. They were tied at 4. They're tied at 6 now. What's going on after this point?
I think that the fact that they're going behind Sincola has changed everything. But again, if you want to go behind Sincola, you cannot get it high. You have to keep it low. And you have to hit to him when he's on the move versus when he's just sitting there.
And so right there, they went to his backhand, and he put it way down the line.
It's a good serve.
I thought that might roll over, but it came back.
Seven, 6-2.
Second serve. Make it to Merchant.
Side out.
He wants
he's
that
looking
one
up to the
back.
sky.
I know.
It's an uncharacteristic.
You want those.
Missed serve.
He's going against the wind, though. I mean, he has to have a higher margin on that side to get it over. The wind is going to push it down. But you can see Jose trying to get it down at Sincola's feet. I mean, he had the right intention. He just missed it.
Just a little too much into the net.
Exactly. They're keeping John back.
Nice.
Oh, that's such a good shot.
Oh.
He just got impatient. He did so well. He just needed to hit one more shot. I love that.
Skechers instant replay. Comes across with that spin.
John did such a good job, though, because he was so far back, and then he hit a short one with no pace. And the fact that he kept it low and didn't let Derisi attack it was fantastic.
And he pops it right down at his feet.
So Althoff hit a third that was too high, and that gave them the opportunity to hit behind John because they weren't up at the kitchen.
Oh. Oh.
I think that was out.
Derisa said way out, and
Yeah.
Nick is holding up his fingers
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
by an
yeah.
inch, by an inch.
I think Althoff. Althoff was hoping. I have to say that Althoff and Jose are probably the most comical and fun and robust seniors on the tour. I love watching them.
So for the first time in game 2, Nick and Derisi are down.
Oh.
At that 1 point, and now we're tied up again.
Okay. That was so amazing. He just ran in and took a chance and hit that thing in the air before it even got below the net and attacked it. That was an amazing shot. Oh. He jumped up in the air. I think he was surprised.
8-2.
We're tied up again at 8-8.
Too much. He's got to calm down.
And rushing in there a little bit. There's almost a little more frenetic than we've seen before.
He's really, if he can't get it at their feet, he shouldn't be going hard.
Althoff with another big yell.
What is Althoff saying?
I don't know. They're looking at each other.
Jose doesn't want to talk to you right now, Althoff.
I think the big victory yell. And so here we up 1 point. Score 9-8. Merchant serve to Mick. Oh, a little pop on the net. He says sorry, but you'll take it.
I think it hit Althoff, didn't it? A little bit?
982.
Second serve, Sincola to Dreesy.
The hip thrust. What Althoff is known for, the hip thrust.
Shoulders back, hips forward.
That's Althoff.
Loud yell. And here we are. 10, serving 8.
So, a little known fact. Jose and I played in a mixed doubles tournament, and we were down 9-3 and came back and won. So what's going to happen here?
And we saw a lot of back and forth already yesterday, and we'll see how it happens on championship court again.
I don't think that John Sincola has sped up anything below the net on his backhand yet. That's why he ran around it, because he wants to go hard.
And so just like that, we're 1 point from tying it up.
Oh, that's devastating.
Yeah. But we do have that second serve.
You know, there's a fine line between just hitting it too high on your third and getting it over the net. I mean, it's just tough.
Rolls over the net. Oh, into his body.
He got it. He got it.
Andre Mick pumping his chest there.
Nice job.
With a big yell, tying it up, and we're at 10-10.
That was a sweet
Sincola
shot.
goes across, pop.
Sweet shot.
Not much you could do. Sincola serve. Mick serves, Sincola returns. Now to Merchant. Wow.
They're going to the outside. They're going to the outsides. They're not playing in the middle at all. They're going to the outsides.
And here's that moment. Game point.
Talk. Unbelievable.
Sincola all the way across. Oh. That worked for him.
You know he's going to go hard when he comes over and takes a forehand. You just don't know where it's going. I think the wind played a part in that. All right, tied game, 11-11.
Pulls him way out.
Nice. So Jose did a nice job of not allowing those guys get up to net.
Well, and you said before, he's a lefty, but I mean, he was all the way off the court a couple times there.
And then John was left with too much property to cover.
And there it is again. So we've gone back and forth from 8-10 to 9-10, 10-10, and then the other direction, and now once again, take a look at this Skechers instant replay. And the big celebration by Althoff Merchant. And they're up here at 12-11, serving match point.
Hold up.
Little dribble on the net.
Nice job.
And held him for going to second serve.
Rolled it low.
Or not coming back.
Rolled it low to John's backhand, and he hit it up too high.
Skechers instant replay, and now Mick serves to Merchant. Merchant returns to Dreesy, drives it.
That's a great third. Wow. I almost think that they should be thirding behind John because John's coming over with his forehand. John's doing a great job speeding up his forehand. Kudos to him.
12-2.
Oh.
That's it. Wow.
So another interchange held on the edge. Unfortunately, with that replay goes another celebration from Merchant, but comes up and you don't see it there. They give a nice high five to one another. So we have another match point happening here.
So Althoff came over and took his forehand. Normally, because you have two forehands in the middle, John has been taking it. And so Althoff inserted himself there because it came across court, which he should have. Unfortunately, missed it, but that was a great move.
It looked like we have a timeout being called. Take a Takea hydration break and hear from some of our sponsors.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Total Pickleball, your one-stop pickleball shop. Free 2-day shipping on the widest selection of pickleball products. By Franklin X40, the official ball of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And by Yola, for the champion in you.
And we're back here taking a look at some of the many people enjoying the action here on Zing Zang Championship Court. The crowd is enjoying it. There's a beautiful temperature, a nice breeze, and we're going back and forth with another match point. Sincola serves.
Tight arm.
And once again, Mick and Derisi held them off. It's the second time at 11-12, and now's their chance to try to tie it up and force a game 3. Althoff Merchant says no.
He was ready. I like Mick's idea, but he kind of advertised it and was, you know, I like that he's not playing safe, but on the same note, you know, you got to find a balance.
11-12-2.
Second serve, Derisi to Sincola. Down the middle, forcing that side out. Now we have our third match point here at 12-11. Let's take a look. Heats up.
I just think that John and Althoff have their number now. I mean, they see the pattern that started. Nice pickup, Jose. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
A big jump in celebration. Althoff and Derisi giving each other a hug. Some fantastic action. Some of the crowd, a standing ovation even.
That's awesome.
Welcome to day number 2. Let's take a look at that.
Oh, he just got him in that right shoulder.
John's like, what just happened?
Yeah, that is so funny.
So, day number 2 begins with a bang. Stay tuned for more action from Zing Zang Championship Court at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships.
Ready for a real cocktail? Grab a Zing Zang ready-to-enjoy cocktail in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang Classic Margarita, tequila included. Mango margaritas made with tequila and real mango puree. And whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. Zing Zang full-strength canned cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
Congratulations.
Love it. Okay, so she lost to Lindsay, and then go to
getting ready for game number 2. We'll take a look at the results from game we just saw with Nick Teresi. What do you think seeing there?
Well, I mean, I know the unforced errors. I mean, I don't know how they count the volleys, but I know I saw a lot of third shots that were misses, and I think those are lost opportunities. But the number of serves they won, you can see that, well, that's interesting because Merchant and Sincola won less. But I just think that the thirds were the opportunity breaker, and then Teresi and Mick lost the volley battles, and I think that's the two things that were the main culprits.
But it was an amazing match, and it was some great points and some great interchange, and that's what's sort of exciting about this unique bracket, right? I mean, the well fought and some of the gets, as you were seeing there. I mean, it looked like it went, went 2 straight, but we were on the edge of our seat with the back and forth on game number 2, right? I mean, what do you think? At one point, you talked about you were down 9-3, I think, at one point in your career, and so they were down a couple of points back and forth.
Yeah, you're never out of it. You're absolutely never out of it. But I mean, did you see much discrepancy between the over 50 champions and the young guys?
Well, no, I think as you pointed out, it started out a little bit, you feel each other out, and it started to be a little bit more like, oh, let's just kind of focus on the quote-unquote seniors, let's focus on that. And then, as it unfolded, there was a lot of back and forth. Sincola was going to Teresi, and Mick was going to Merchant, and then back and forth, and then it was really quite exciting.
The assumption cannot be just that the older people are going to be the worst ones on the court.
And so here we are, about to see a gold medal match. What are we looking at?
Well, I mean, Paris Todd is coming off of a really great win in gold singles yesterday. I know that it was extremely humid yesterday, so I'm sure she did a lot of recovery work. You're wondering, how she was going to do today, but she's faring amazing. She's obviously, I would say, the strongest person on the court, and Beth Bellamy is the #1 senior woman in the world.
Welcome to the Minto. But there's a unique pairing on the other side.
Yes, I mean, a surprise. So I'm loving this. So Mari...
Sorry, so we got Beth Bellamy here as well, real quick.
Yes.
Beth has found herself on championship court before, and it's a really great pairing between the two of them. Obviously, they are favored right now, but nothing can be counted out in pickleball yet.
No, there's a lot of great new talent coming along, and these two, Sherry Corder and Mari Humberg, are fresh faces, new faces, and they brought their way through the draw. Actually, Mari made a great run yesterday in singles. She came in 4th, and she basically just became pro in August of 2022. So she is on a rampage.
Elizabeth Bellamy.
And as we see them warming up there
And her
on the
partner
forecourt,
from Fort Myers, Florida, Paris Todd.
As we saw, if you were here yesterday in singles, you did see an amazing women's gold match with Paris Todd, who is there in the black top on the right,
Louisville, Kentucky,
with the ponytail, her partner. On the far court on the right is Beth Bellamy. And as we're on the Zing Zang Championship court, again, players continue to warm up. How important is this warm-up moment as a player?
Well, you know, when you warm up, you kind of have like, you got to look out of the side of your eye and kind of like notice some of the traits. I'm sure these guys watched their previous match that Beth and Paris played, trying to, you know, see some of the strengths or weaknesses or what type of game plan they're going to come in. But they're coming in with a game plan, and they believe as much as Todd and Beth believe that they're going to win. So hopefully these are going to be hard-fought points and match.
So right now, with some final hits happening, referees looking at some of the balls. The Franklin X40 balls, we sort of said the other day, they've been the official ball of the US Open since 2017. So special thank you to Franklin as well as the official bag, but been a longtime supporter of this unique event. And we're here, you're looking again at one of the most unique championship courts here in pickleball, Zing Zang Championship Court. We're going to see some banter and conversation going back and forth between some of the players. Surrounded by fans from all over the world coming to this event, and players from all over the world. We've seen players from Lithuania. I think this is the most international US Open to date, and probably one of the most international tournaments to date.
Yes, and I mean, not only that, but the spectators from all around Naples and in Florida especially, even some people from out of state have come in just to witness the talent that's here on all levels. I know Beth's dad is a very talented pickleball player, and he played, I believe, in the 80 and over and did well. So it just tells you that it's a family affair. You can have your kids playing, you can have yourself playing, and you can have your parents playing. So it's really a unique experience for everyone involved.
Well, certainly, as you see, Quarter and Humberg there talking a little bit. In the blue is Quarter.
Yeah, those guys are ready to go. Now, I believe Beth is playing the, okay, she's playing the left side.
Game 1, time in, 0-0-2. Side out.
So with a quick side out, we come to Paris Todd serving.
0-0-1.
Wow, she was ready. Sherry was ready. It looks like Paris is going to hit her thirds instead of roll them. So just if you don't notice that Sherry Coulter is a lefty, which is a big deal because there's not that many lefties out there. And, you know, when you are in trouble, you tend to go to certain places that are your rescue places. And when you have a lefty, you can't do that.
Yeah, well, at this level, you say, oh, backhands are weaker. But, you know, so many people at this level have an amazing forehand and backhand. But in general, you try to go there, right?
Right, but 2 forehands in the middle is tough because you got to play the outside of the court. As Paris is doing right there, right? Paris is targeting her
pop
backhand.
on the net and lands deep. But yes, as we saw yesterday in singles, her ability to drive and thread the needle is exceptional.
Exactly.
3-0-2.
Paris runs up and gets it. That when he comes across.
Smart.
Nice interchange.
Right up.
So Hamburg and Sherry basically spread Beth and Paris. They went wide to Beth, and then they went behind Paris.
3-1.
Nice cross court there.
Good hands.
Goes up and over. Todd goes back and gets it. Oh, a little over the net.
Oh my God, what a great point. A little bit of everything. Drop shots, lobs.
Well, and even in the last match you were talking about, you know, they pulled Bellamy really wide. She didn't try to get fancy and go around the post, but went cross court with a great.
Exactly.
So certainly you play to your partner's strengths. And, you know, some people watch online and they're like, why is one person hitting too many points? But at this point, you're trying to win. So you play to one another's strengths. Todd has the ability to cover so much of the court.
Right.
We'll come back to that in a second. So you and I are not 25 anymore.
No.
How much are you allowing your partner to take 75% of the court, if they can?
Well, you know, it's almost like it's this split age doesn't mean it has to be, but some of the teams actually play like a mixed team, where maybe the senior champion is taking a portion of the court that would normally be like a mixed, and then the young person would take 65%, just like Paris just did.
Right. Oh, but Beth comes with a nice angle to close that out.
Right up.
So Paris started the battle, and then Beth was able to close.
3-3-1.
Soft, deep serve there. Paris goes to heat it up and unfortunately goes into the net, bringing us a tie of 3-3 with a second serve. Todd serves to quarter.
Wow, Sherry has some really good reflex volleys.
All four up at the net.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beth did a good job. They had kept her back there and she worked her way up.
Yeah, and she had a really, really low ball for a dink over the net, which, you know, Sherry's going to have to hit right up on that to get it over, and she didn't.
Right up.
So she wanted to run around that and not hit a backhand. Beth probably should have just hit a backhand and come back in because she lost a couple steps. Yeah.
3-4-1.
Todd drives.
Mari has some spin on that thing. I think there's more spin than you think.
Yeah, and once again, it's so exciting to be here to see new faces and new action happening on Zing Zang Championship Court.
4-4-1.
And we are tied up at 4-4 in this gold medal match game one.
Wow, good pickup off the ground.
Oh.
Okay, now that's an ATP. That's how you do an ATP. Jose, where are you? Where are you, Jose?
You can tease him a little bit because you know him, right?
I know. He's my friend.
Comes around and actually ended up hitting Paris in the ankle with a fist bump by number there.
They do. God, Quarter and Mari, though, do such a good job of getting that low ball over the net. I mean, she missed that, but they've been doing a great job. Great serve down the middle.
Yeah. Paris actually had to duck out of the way. She was hugging the line a little too much, almost got hit.
And then Beth doesn't have any place to go. It's a high-risk serve when you go down the middle like that. She hit the line. Yep.
It's a little too high.
Yep.
4-6-1.
Oh.
Todd keeps it in play.
Oh.
And Bellamy and Todd just laughing, thinking like, oh my gosh, we got lucky on that. They saw that coming back.
That's 2 forehands. I mean, they both whiffed.
Yeah.
I mean, because they both were there, and then they both pulled back just a little bit because they were worried they were going to hit each other's paddles.
But we began with a 3-0 lead. Carter Humberg pulled it out and had a lead, but we're now tied up again at 6-6.
That's really high.
Oh.
Second serve.
You know, you think it's there, but it's really below the net.
Mhm.
And Mari did a good job of just keeping it low with no pace. And Paris has to pick it up and lift it immediately, otherwise it's in the net.
Bellamy confirming she's in the right place to serve. At 6-6-2.
They're running into each other, though. I mean, if Paris is going to take all those and run into Beth, then they probably should switch sides.
6-6-1. Second serve.
Quick exchange to second serve.
6-6-2.
She's, yeah.
Keeping her back.
And not only that, but she's
Pulling
going
her out,
into
yeah.
the corner where her backhand is. So she's really playing the line, which is a smart move.
I was going to say the second to last shot there was so close right on the line.
Right. But she's trying to keep Sherry back so she can't get to the kitchen.
Nice interchange.
Really focusing on Beth right now. Yeah, good job. Way to get in there. So Beth did a great job because she kept the ball going until Paris could insert herself, right?
And here we see it. The Skechers instant replay. Comes over just enough. Goes straight to the mid-body there of Mari Humberg and
7-6-1.
ends up forcing a side out. Now leading by 1.
That's a great third by Paris, and then she just set it up.
Yeah.
Nothing better than a great third. Sets up everything, makes your opponent hit it up, and then you can put the next one away.
6-1.
Nice job. Way to hold it off, Beth.
Timeout receiving team, 9-6-1.
So with our first timeout of the game, the receiving team calls a timeout, and we'll have a Takea hydration break.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships, by Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand, by Takea, hydration is an all-day game, and by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024.
Here with a look at Todd and Bellamy there, and as we're getting ready to come back out from a timeout. Once again, with a beautiful view of this unique open air arena, that shade structure. It's actually the original shade structure was taken down in a hurricane. This is the second generation, but the recent hurricane here in Florida did not affect East Naples Community Park, which was fantastic. Now with 2 points away from game 1, Paris Todd serves to Mari Humberg.
Mari has just such a great underspin on that forehand. Great coverage by Mari down the line.
Oh.
Second serve, Sherry.
Quarter hits to Bellamy and forces a second serve.
So Mari is
Who's that?
from Brazil, as you said. This is an international tournament. She played at University of Louisiana, though, for tennis.
There you
Great
go.
shot.
And here we are at our first game point in this gold medal match.
That's a problem with 2 forehands in the middle, is there's such indecision still. Good idea, just a little low. You don't have much room to go forward on that shot, so.
6-10-1.
Good deep serve.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you hate when that happens, right?
I mean, the serve was so good. It's too bad it wasn't backed up.
And so, all right.
That's a great
Albert
serve,
serves.
too.
Bellamy's return. Little pops over the net. And we got a point on the board. As you've seen, we've seen some amazing comebacks, and we'll see here in the women's gold match, the split age, if it will happen. The lob
Very
doesn't
good.
quite get over.
No, no. And the thing is, the fact that she could get it down at her feet at the kitchen was amazing.
Receiving team, 8-10.
So given that, lost that 2 match points there. So now we're going to have another Takea hydration break as Bellamy Todd call a timeout.
Okay.
US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. By Zing Zang. The #1 Bloody Mary brand is on fire with new Zing Zang Blazing Bloody Mary. By Deco Turf, the official pickleball court surface of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Franklin, the official bag of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And remember, you can purchase the official US Open Pickleball Championships apparel at kitschpickleball.com.
So as we're back after that timeout, as Bellamy and Todd are trying to keep their opponents from putting another point on the board. They were at 10-6, and now
Side up.
So Sherry, they kept Sherry back, which was great. And then Mari just they went right into her right hip, which was a great
10-8-1.
spot to go after.
match point. Game
Second
point,
serve.
excuse me. So they broke another serve.
10-8-2.
It's tough.
I was going to say that forehand. I mean, it's like she's scooping ice cream.
I know. It's like there's so much spin on it that you literally have to bend down, bend really low like a squat, and then just lift straight up. Yeah.
Second serve.
I think Sherry should have stayed back for one more shot and then hit a fifth.
8-10-2.
Humberg serves at 8-10-2.
Side out.
Little cross-court interchange.
I mean, these are so, oh, thank you.
10,
These are
8-1.
so short that you need to let some of those dinks bounce. Good
Second
job. Way to
serve.
close the middle.
Stay in it.
Yep, with the two forehands, Sherry closed the middle. Mari let her have it, and then she closed at the feet of
10-8-2.
Beth. Good deep serve by Beth.
Nope. Oh, pops over the net. Oh, nice point there.
I don't know if I like Sherry's backhand or forehand better, because her backhand is seriously sick. I mean,
Let's see the moment here.
She is ready for that.
Yeah, some great hands here.
She got it out in front. She put her weight into it. She got it down.
Frustration on Paris Todd's face there. And once again, we have another timeout called as strategically these teams are trying to figure out how they can close out game number 1.
US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. And by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at MargaritavilleResorts.com.
Again, at the flags waving and the crowd watching at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. We have some tight back and forth happening in game 1 of the women's pro split age.
Oh.
Second serve.
I think she timed her jump wrong and she hit the top of her paddle. I absolutely hate that.
Going to his second serve, but as Quarter and Humberg have held off that final game point against Bellamy and Todd.
You want to come over and select another ball?
1, 2, 3. I think their 4th time here. We're looking for the ball that might have soared long into the crowd.
I'll tell you, it's a beautiful day. You wouldn't know that it stormed here like severely this morning, that we had like a 2-3 hour delay.
Yeah,
it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's one of the amazing things about Florida. You can be like, oh, it's so wet. And then when the sun comes out, it dries pretty quickly.
It's so beautiful.
And here we are again.
8, 10, 2.
All right, Humberg tries to put another point on the board. Goes a little bit wide.
Good job by Beth going behind Mari, because Mari was starting to
10, 8,
sneak
1.
over to poach.
Deep return by Humberg there. Todd and Bellamy trying to get up to the net.
Second
held him
serve.
off again.
That ball just got more and more and more spin on it every time Mari hit it and then Beth hit it, because they both started adding more and more spin.
2.
Second serve. Match point.
Good third by Paris. Oh,
a little bit of a mistake there.
Paris did the same thing Sherry did. Just mistimed it.
Take a look. Skechers instant replay. She goes to go up and just
8,
hits the top
10,
of the
1.
paddle. You can see her frustration. She's like, I shouldn't have done that. And again, we're
That
back.
is
And
so
this time a
good.
point on the board. We went back and forth. 10-8, 10-8, 8-10, 8-8. And now we are at 9, serving 10. And do we see a comeback on the horizon?
You know, I think so. Boy, she can pick that up from her shoelaces.
Nice lob.
Very nice lob. That's low. Great dink.
Oh.
Oh my God. How do Mari and Sherry get these back? Oh,
come on. That was a good one, huh?
Oh, that was good. She just got in there. She was ready. I'll tell you, you know, it takes...
Let's take a look there. She heats it up, but great defense.
And then she moves back up to the kitchen to close out that middle.
10, 10,
They're
1.
coming across.
Boom.
So now quarter just served at 10-10. We're up at the net. Humberg trying to get up there.
I tend to be focusing on Beth right now. Beth is an incredible dinker. She's so smart. I would change it up. Somebody's got to change it up. There we go. She had the right idea, though.
Yeah.
Beth had the right idea. She had to get out of that cross court. But, you know, when you play opponents, you know, you can go down 6-0 in the first set. You're just getting to know each other, and then all of a sudden, it can just come together.
And all of a sudden, we now have game point coming up for the other team.
Nice setup by Beth.
Second serve.
That's a good 1-2 pattern for Beth.
And Skechers instant replay here. It comes up and down the line. Nicely done.
11-10-2.
11-10-2.
Nice job.
Spread out.
So they close it.
So Sherry was ready for that 1-2 now, but then so was Paris.
Yep.
She was ready to put
great
it away.
hand. She sent it back, but
Yep.
Paris went a little bit heated up, opposite angle. And that's her chance to serve.
10-11-1.
The first time in a while. 1 point behind.
Second serve.
That was a good spot right between them, right? So you don't know who's going to take it. Paris obviously wanted it, but it's her backhand.
10-11-2. Point. I can't overrule it from this angle.
No question possibly about whether it's in.
Mari's asking if it was out or not. I thought it was out. I don't think there was a
Referee
question.
a little hard on the other side. Didn't
11-11-2.
call the score. 11-11 tied up.
Side out.
Todd goes. We saw it over and over again last night. Her ability to go down the line, heat it up like that, and just.
She just missed it. She was just a
goes
little bit
wide.
late. Beth does such a good job setting
11-11-1.
up plays with her forehand.
And we switch sides. Still tied up at 11-11.
Point.
With a quick point on an unfortunate missed return. And we're at 12-11.
12-11-1.
Such a good backhand. Ooh. Oh, she was ready. Nice hands, Paris. Good move by Mari, though. I mean, you haven't seen a lot of movement, a lot of poaching.
12-11-2.
Oh.
Side out.
Look at her face. She's like, oh, I missed it. You can see the frustration. She felt that, you know, when you know what you want to do and you're right there and it's, ugh.
But you know, when somebody goes cross court, they're almost luring
11,
you
12,
over to
1.
that line so that you can hit it out. You know, you've got to have your wits about you and bring in your targets.
Oh, Bellamy tries to lob.
Second
It goes
serve.
wide.
Bellamy is a phenomenal lobber. She normally plays the left side.
11-12-2.
Boy, look at that spin. Oh.
Players at the net. And we're tied up again.
I mean, I think Beth and Paris are doing great, but Mari and Sherry definitely have opportunities on their paddles. I mean, I think they're
12-12-2.
a little anxious. Paris and
A little defense there.
yeah. They're really picking on Sherry.
Oh! Pops Flips the net, almost rolls over.
Nice
Rejected,
job.
goes back.
And Beth just came in, and she was not going to. She was
You can
relentless.
see it. Oh.
So now
13-12, 2.
Paris and
Flipping
Beth
back
have,
the other way for that game point.
Yep.
Oh.
Side out.
See Beth's frustration.
Beth does not miss that much. Her consistency level is so high. And that makes her,
12,
that's why
13,
she's
1.
#1 in the world for seniors, is she
Yes, you are. I'll recall the
doesn't
score.
miss.
Beth Bellamy quickly checking with the
Yes,
ref.
ma'am.
And the other
12-13.
team also checking. Just be safe at this point.
Great serve.
Yeah. Oh, not much you can do with that.
Well, I don't think Sherry should have dropped it. I think she should have just wailed at it. She hit that reset, and she should have just gone after it.
12-13, 2.
Yeah, there we go. So that time she came in and she didn't try to reset the second shot. She just followed it in and then hit it really hard.
13-13, 2.
There's a drive.
Wow, what a pickup by Mari. Right at her feet.
Oh.
Oh, there's the lob. Oh,
tweener.
between the legs.
Come on.
Oh. Oh my God, what a point.
The crowd's clapping.
Woo!
Holy cow. And a 13-13 to boot.
A couple lobs, a tweener.
Let's see, look at that.
Lob #1, tweener.
You have one.
Great reset.
Timeout receiving team.
Lob #2.
Great reset.
14-13, 2. 1 minute.
Oh, that is crazy.
Wow, what a point. Fantastic. So as a result of that, receiving team decided to call a timeout. We're going to have a Takea hydration break and see more action in just a moment.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Total Pickleball, your one-stop pickleball shop. Free 2-day shipping on the widest selection of pickleball products. By Franklin X40, the official ball of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And by Yola, for the champion in you.
Can't quite see from the angle. I think maybe Hunter or Yates Johnson giving some advice to Bellamy and Todd as we have gone back and forth and back and forth. 10-10, 11-12. Now we're at 13-13 in game #1 with some fantastic action that has been taking place in the women's pro split age gold medal match. You can see there Mari Humberg, who's getting ready to serve with that second. And just like that, game #1 is in the books. Flipping and flopping back and forth, but ultimately going to quarter Humberg. And we will see how exciting game #2 is. Let's look at this last point.
Yeah, I mean, Humberg and Sherry just got comfortable. They got confidence. They just started, you know, believing in themselves and trying different things. Oh, look at her face. Sherry's like, oh my God.
Yeah, so the favored team was Bellamy and Todd, but game #1 in the books, certainly it is not over yet. We will see what happens as we come back to more action at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville.
What if I showed you a new way to view wellness through the lens of nature in its purest form? At Splish Naturals, we believe that everyone deserves wellness. We have one line of products that can help your body in countless different ways. Name your pain. It can all vanish in minutes if you know what your body needs to protect it. Our products are unlike anything you've seen before. The intersection where nature strengthens performance. It's your body, and you only get one. So ask yourself, am I going to protect it?
At first, it was just a team. Now I can't imagine my life without them.
That coach changed our son, on the field and off.
As we return to Zing Zang Championship Court, you can see that beautiful LED screen up there, which is great for the fans and everyone to keep track with that Margaritaville logo. Thank you, Margaritaville, for being such a supporter. In the back there, that's the Margaritaville License to Chill VIP Lounge. Game number 2 begins with Paris Todd serving.
Wow. Boy, she's not afraid to go at Paris at all. You know, it's very interesting because Paris and Beth were going with the wind on the other side, and they did not win. And usually,
0-0-1.
Not usually, but, you know, you tend to win when you're going with the wind. Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
Look at that overhead.
I don't think Sherry had much of any other choice but to lob it. She was compromised.
0-0-2.
Terrace is able to get all the way up there. Bellamy returns into the net. Unfortunately, a little uncharacteristic. Again, we've seen some great play here in game number 1. Some new faces here at the US Open, which is part of what makes this event so special. Ooh, a little pop up from the net. Todd's there, able to say thank you. That helped a little higher, and kapow. Let's see if it.
Okay, that's scary. That's scary.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's scary.
You know, not only did it go high, it kind of even slowed down, floated a little bit.
Mari knew she was in trouble. She just got out of there and laughed.
1-0-1.
A little confusion.
Ooh, good get.
Oh, good
Hustle.
get. Paris did a great job. A little pancake. A little pancake action. Paris did a really nice job resetting all the way up. Boom.
Yeah.
1-0-2.
Oh, what a beautiful slice.
There's again another time, a little pop on the net there.
Yeah, they're getting some unlucky net action.
But yeah, the sort of backhand across,
That thing just hits and dies.
2-0-2.
So as we progress in game number 2, Beth Bellamy serves to Mari Humberg.
Smart move. No, not much. So Beth is on the side where her lob can be very, very effective. So they're going to have to watch for that. Yeah. I don't think you want Mari to have any forehands at the net. She's such a strong gal.
Yeah, all these players have proven themselves, and again, the lower seed team is just doing such an amazing job.
Second serve.
Got to keep the feet moving.
And the interesting, the diversity, as you're saying, with the different ages, the different skill sets, you're seeing.
I mean, I'm sorry, but Sherry looks like she is a youngster. I mean, who's the senior there?
But also,
who's
you're
the
seeing
senior?
sort of, yeah, but you're seeing also the different technique.
Yeah,
and everybody playing a different game.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are playing a heavy slice game. Heavy slice.
Okay, so you imagine if you're playing kind of in the similar. Sometimes if you have 4 really strong players, it's bang, bang, bang. But when you have one who is playing an entirely different strategy, how much does that make it more difficult?
Well, I mean, if she's doing it and winning, then that's good. When somebody is really strong, you just got to make sure that they're always compromised as far as movement. You cannot hit to a standing person. So you've got to make sure that you're splitting the court and getting everyone. That was interesting that she missed that. You got to get everyone like discombobulated. And then whatever strategy they have, it's most likely that it's going to really hurt them if they're moving and they can't execute.
Mari Humbert turns to let that hopefully go long, but it catches the end of the court, and a quick timeout is called.
It's 6-0.
And we're already, yes, okay, it's a little bit of a runaway at 6-0. How did we get here so quick? We'll find out how it ends after this Takea hydration break.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand. By Takea, hydration is an all-day game. And by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024.
Careful of letdowns because you're not safe, you're not safe, but you almost can breathe, and you got to make sure your feet are moving, that you're really into the match still. But Beth and Todd are going against the wind, and they're just going really hard, and I feel like Mari and Sherry are reaching a little bit, and they need to keep their feet moving. They're missing a lot more in the net.
And so here's their chance after a timeout to see if they can put some points on the board. Little roll on the net. Oh, dribbles over. Oh, and it goes long.
Yeah. I mean, you can overhit on that side, but you can't overhit that much.
Well, it almost clipped Sherry's shoulder. It looks like she ducked just enough.
Well, that's the question. Did Paris really care if it went in? Maybe she was going for the body.
Yeah. Dodgeball.
That's a 1-2 that Beth does a lot.
Yeah.
She'll lure you in, and then she'll go down the line. So they're going to have to be aware of that.
So,
I just feel like the energy level on Mari and Sherry's side has gone down significantly.
6-0-1.
You can see Mari jumping around trying to get going. That is beautiful. What a phenomenal one-handed backhand.
So another shout out, Rusty House from Pickleball Channel, as we look at this instant replay. Mari comes, oh, nice. And I'm excited to be here with Eva Welsher. Thank you so much. for providing
you.
insight on the game. Last year at the US Open, we saw you have, I know you were about to comment, last year at the US Open, we saw some amazing stuff. It was so exciting to see you play, and now you're here sharing your knowledge and your experience in your hometown.
Yes, I live next door, and I'm loving it, and I'm so sad I'm not playing this event. My partner had a conflict, and so I wasn't able to get a partner, but I wish I was out there.
And as Sherry puts that away, they have their chance with some communications. The two of them are saying, you know, 7-0 is significantly different than game number 1. See what can change the tide.
I think that Mari and Sherry playing first strike pickleball and going after them.
Okay.
I think that's what they have to do, because if Beth and Paris are able to manipulate the point and strike first, I think these guys won't be on the winning side. Got really good thirds.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
A little high, though.
Yep. Got to get in. Got to get into that kitchen. No substitute for getting into that kitchen.
Use a look at the Skechers Instant Replay.
Beautiful
Comes
shot
down,
by
yeah,
Beth.
right to the line.
Yep. Boy, she has to have a Western grip. I think she has an extreme Western grip still from tennis.
So for those who aren't totally sure, meaning?
Sorry, the grip, usually people are using a continental or Eastern in pickleball, and tennis players usually hit Westerns, and she's using a Western.
She comes to go slice that, but gets called a little bit wide. But for those who don't even know the term, meaning Western grip, the rotation or the paddle in your hand is?
Underneath. You're underneath the grip. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
Nice. I think that Mari and Sherry need to commit to grinding again, being willing to stay in this point as long as it takes.
8-1-2.
Oop, lob not quite high
Nice.
enough. Yes. I mean, Todd's ability to go back, read that, and jump up as well. Not quite high enough. We can see it here.
Well, she's been putting a ton of work in off the court.
Yeah.
And that all pays out. You know, when you have shots like that, you have to hit. Boy, that wind is picking up.
Yeah.
A lob's coming.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
they're just
all
not
of a
focused.
sudden, 10-1, yeah.
They're just not focused.
Significantly different game.
It's
Game
like
number 1 went to 13-13. If you're just joining us, Paris Todd about to serve at 10-1.
It's like they sat down and just like relaxed too much.
Look at that. Oh.
I think her own spin beat her on that one.
Todd Bellamy.
So game number 2 goes to Bellamy and Todd. After game number 1 going to Quarter Humber, which means, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to 3 games. And the last point coming at you is with that back there. Goes to put some spin on Beth, brings it back, and it bounces a little funny. Actually bounced towards the net.
Yeah, but
We'd like to take a moment
and we will be back shortly with more champion action.
Served in the military.
Okay.
You ain't on my level, then shoot. I can't die. 같은 질투 떠너비 올라와. 공기도 달라. So high.
It's time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
Time in 0-0-2.
Game 3 begins. With a quick heated interchange. Already the energy feels a little different than
yeah,
game
unfortunately, Paris did have that on the net. Was a little unlucky, but boy, oh boy, they're coming out hitting.
1-0-2.
So I really think that, you know, Humberg, when they get into that back and forth with two people, you got to move that dink around because eventually somebody's just going to miss it, which she did. She hit it wide. She should have moved it even a couple feet in to give a change, a look change to Beth.
There she is with that return. She comes way under the ball and, you know, dropped it a couple feet from the baseline.
I mean, I really think that you should not slice that back. You need to really lift it with a topspin shot. Now see, she gets into this. She needs to move it a little bit.
A little bit of bump into the net. But you were referencing she's had a relatively short history in pickleball so far.
Yeah, I mean, she started last August, and then in December she decided that she was going to try pro, and she is just having great success. I'm so impressed. Good job, Beth.
Oh. Beth Bellamy stays in the fight. Gives a first big fist pump for her, I think, in this match.
Yes, ma'am.
We were talking earlier about
2-1-2.
Mari Humberg and the black skirt and the black visor.
She's going to be someone to watch.
Todd heats it up. Sherry Corder goes a little bit too much.
Right now, Humberg and Sherry are losing the dink battles. They're going to have to try to find a different plan. Way to go.
Paris saw that coming.
But again, I mean, Mari is going to the same place 3 times. Eventually, something's going to happen. She's got to like redirect behind Paris and make sure that they are uncertain about what's coming next.
Side out. I was blocked. Side out. Ball stance.
No question. Close call, ball on the line. Even Mari Humberg looking to the people in the Skechers, or in the Margaritaville License to Chill Lounge, who are right on the line. They're not line judges, but
It's her call. Now let's see what happens here. Boy, they get Paris right into her chest a few times.
Yeah.
And it's Humberg Mari who does it. She goes right into that one-handed backhand off of a dink.
2-4-1.
Smart shot.
Lob. Great, all the way deep lob.
Yep. Nice shot.
Yeah, so both the excellent lob and then continued really deep shots, keeping them, they couldn't move.
They couldn't come up to the kitchen. They were completely stuck back there. And that's where you want your opponents. You don't want them at the kitchen. Now, Mari has not won these battles, so let's see what happens. I like the fact she tried, though. I mean, she didn't go back to Beth, but, I mean, Beth's doing a great job keeping it low. They don't have many options.
4-2-1.
Oh, good shot. I think Sherry should have held her line, though. That's really the only shot she had. That was hers to cover.
5-2-1.
Beth was ready.
Mm-hmm. So we move to a second serve.
Yes, ma'am.
Todd, or
5-2-2.
Bellamy confirms she's in the right spot. Good get.
Oh.
Side out.
That was good recognition by Sherry, though, to keep it low, because, I mean, Paris is moving now. I mean, that was good recognition, and then she went behind her.
5-1. Second serve.
Ball goes wide.
They're going to need those to get points.
Moving to second serve.
My partner last year and I always said, good, not great. Good, not great. Smart, start the points.
They're trying to drop it, not quite enough.
They're keeping him back. They're keeping him back. They're keeping him back. And eventually,
right?
I mean,
well, yeah, that's a. We've seen so much diversity, and with a lot of people, you know, the third shot drive has become much, much more popular in pickleball over the last few years. But right there, you know, she's trying over and over again to try to drop it, not quite good enough, and Paris Todd's able to keep her back.
Nice shot.
A little bit of a surprise there.
Also, it was slow moving. So it was kind of like out of rhythm for Beth.
And here you can see it.
5-2-2.
Comes. Oh. So we just had a serve. We're back to an interchange.
Great forehand.
8-10. 6-2-2.
So Beth's forehand is, I mean, she sets up all her shots with her forehand. It's spectacular. So the best thing they can do is actually just not hit it to her forehand,
And
which
so
is easier said than done.
With that, to try to keep game 3 from running away, a timeout has been called. We will take a Takea hydration break and see if Quarter Humberg can turn this back around.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. And by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at margaritavilleresorts.com.
So as we move along in game number 3 of the Women's Pro Split Age here, this is Rusty from Pickleball Channel, joined in the booth by Eva Welsher. Thank you so
Hello.
much for being here.
So much fun. Great pickleball.
So if you're out there, right, how do you turn this around? Game 1 was amazing. They were almost a little surprised that they won. Game number 2, totally different, 11-1. And here we are at 6-2. It's starting to run away just a little. After this point, what do you do to change it if it's you?
There we go. You know what? I just think that they've got Mari and Sherry are a little got impatient. They're staying in their same routine of shots. They need to mix it up, and they need to believe, and they need to be aggressive.
So it's
I think a lob's coming.
Ooh, ooh. She's going way outside to take her forehand. Another tweener.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, bounces over the net.
Oh my God, what a great point. I do think that Mari needs to go down the line.
Here it is.
Oh, that tweener is crazy.
And we're back in a point already in progress.
Oh my God. You know, right now Beth and Paris are getting so many balls back and just making them hit one more, which, you know, folks, it's like, never think you're out of it. If you can get it one back, that most likely your opponent may miss it.
Big overhead.
Good resets by Paris.
Yeah. I thought they were going to keep going deep to Beth.
Point.
See, Beth got it back once, and then.
Good eye. Ball gets heated up. She lets it go.
Yes. 7-2-1.
Oh.
Second serve.
Nice angle right on the line. Paris Todd not quite able to get that back. But still with now a 7-2 lead in game number 3.
7-2-2.
Bellamy serves to Sherry Quarter.
That's unfortunate.
You can see her kind of talking through it. I don't know what just happened.
8-2-2.
Little pump on the net. That was a nice interchange.
Yeah. They covered the middle well. You could see that Beth was trying to go middle and then pull them outside, which is really smart. She just missed the
2-8-1.
the ink. Humberg had a really good idea. It's unfortunate she missed it.
2-8-2.
She's just waiting for that.
Yeah, I think wasn't hit quite as
But just
Mari
impatience.
Humberg was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't need to hit it there. You know, she still needed to stay in the dink.
A little bit of an off-balance reach.
Yeah.
Serve comes back to Bellamy and Todd with that 8-2 lead. Just 3 points away from claiming gold.
Well,
Went
Sherry
opposite
stayed.
angle on that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they've been picking on Beth, and Beth has basically been beating them. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt to go to Todd. Todd wasn't coming in. Okay, they're going middle more right now. Oh, that's smart. Okay, there we go.
That was nice.
That was very good. So she recognized that Beth was back, and then she hit the drop shot. I love it.
And hit it in such a way that it basically it didn't go back.
No,
I mean,
it just completely died. And Beth was expecting something deep, so her weight was back. See, I don't think you need to try that much.
well, but I think in game number 1, I mean, her consistency is dropping a little bit. You know, her ability to drive a clean shot from the baseline is there.
Yeah. I'll tell you, though, Humberg's talent is immense. I mean, this is just the start that we're going to see of her. In quarter, I mean, she needs to play more senior pro tournaments because I haven't seen her. She's amazing.
Another lob. Just a little long.
Yeah, I saw it. It's out.
Yeah, it was out.
Ref confirms he saw as out. Little tip for folks, just look for a differentiation in color. That's the current standard now. If you can't see a differentiation between the line and the court, it's in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Maybe they should have tried drop shots before. It's going up.
Another lob goes long. Some interchange, and they're hanging in there. They've held them off at 8 for a number of opportunities.
But they haven't advanced.
Well,
They've won on their side, but they're not winning when they're serving.
Which is that challenge of only score points when you're serving.
Good hands. They need to be patient here. See, that's the problem. I still love it. I still love them. They're great.
2-8-2.
Second serve. Humberg to Bellamy.
Side out.
I mean, to beat Beth Bellamy and Paris Todd is, you know, tough as it is, but I think they have the skills. They just need to stay into their plan, and they need to get more consistency on some of their shots, but they have the skills to do it for sure.
8-1.
Nice drop.
Another lob, not quite high enough.
Yep. I think they're recognizing it now.
Powerfully rejected at that point. You saw a fist pump. Let's see if we have a moment there.
8-2-2.
But again, no point, right?
Right.
Very nice. Very nice.
We'll see the 6-point deficit. In game 1, they held them at 10 6 times and ultimately came through to win at 13. But that was only a 4-point gap.
Her backhand, I'm surprised. I think Humberg is really thinking about, she's kind of thinking about her backhand dink now because she's missed it a few times. She just needs to hit it. They're just staying on it. Just stay in it.
As you were talking about communication, maybe Humberg was there. Bellamy or Quarter might have overreached trying to take that out of the middle.
Yeah, well, the thing is
it's
that
a backhand, but
right, but the wind is blowing to the left, so I think she should have let Humberg take that ball. But again, Humberg's behind her, so she doesn't know really where she was. Boy, that 1-2 shot by Paris Todd is crazy.
Right.
I mean, you know, she's that first shot. She's not trying to make a winner. She's just trying to set herself up for the second shot.
9-1.
So Mari sends the ball back after
9-2-2.
the team has broken. Paris Todd serve. Bellamy serves for a second serve, a softer serve there. Todd quickly
Nice
driving
job.
that a little too high. Yes, exactly.
But you know, the thing is that now, even though it's late in the set and things can still change,
2-9-1.
these guys are not giving them a second shot to come in and hit hard at them. They're keeping it low, the second shot. So now they're keeping them back.
And a timeout has been called. Takea hydration break coming your way.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. By Zing Zang. The #1 Bloody Mary brand is on fire with new Zing Zang Blazing Bloody Mary. By Deco Turf, the official pickleball court surface of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Franklin, the official bag of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And remember, you can purchase the official US Open Pickleball Championships apparel at kitschpickleball.com.
As we're back, moving along in game number 3, you see that Bellamy and Paris Todd there.
Receiver, you do
We are
have
1-1 on the first 2 games, tied up. But game number 3 has not ended. It's gone the way so far with Quarter Hamburg, but they are hanging on. They've been holding off at 8-8-8 again. Unfortunately, with no points going their way. If you're just joining us, you're seeing this hard-fought battle. We will see how it turns out. This is Rusty from Pickleball Channel. I'm with Eva Welsher.
Okay, here we go. Will there be a comeback?
Point.
Okay, they got their first point in a very long time.
Yeah.
3-9-1.
Talk. Ooh.
Second serve.
Going to second serve. Yeah, so it's all the way back. The score is 4-2 is where they were at. And there's been a lot of back and forth. It hasn't been a quick game.
No. Boy, the gets that Paris Todd gets is amazing. Nice job. Very nice. But again, those guys were in transition zone. They didn't get all the way up. So eventually, maybe 3 shots, then they're going to lose it. Somehow you have to advance after each shot. Very good pickup. Nice job. Nice job. She got it down.
Feeling a little bit of momentum.
9-5, taking a break.
So after 3 quick points in a row, the receiving team decides to take a timeout. Because after dominating, we'll see if they can stop that momentum and see what happens after this Takea hydration break at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, at the Women's Pro Split Age Gold Medal Match.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. And by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at margaritavilleresorts.com.
As we come back
timeout.
from that timeout, it is all of a sudden, for the first time in game number 3, Mari Humberg and Sherry Corder have put 3 points on the board in a row.
So Homburg is moving her dinks around very well. Now that's the way to set up a point. That's the way to set up a point. You got to move it. Every single dink you got to move.
And here's a look. The Skechers instant replay.
6-9-2.
And we're now at 6-9.
So Beth Bellamy and Paris Todd switch sides. Oh. So I think Beth should have dropped that. She had it. Beth should have bounced that one. And it's 9-7.
You were talking earlier. You had an opportunity at one time. You had a 9-3 in the comeback, right?
Yes.
From 9-3?
Yeah.
7-9-2.
So we'll see if they can come back from 9-2.
Honestly, half of it is just mental. Oh. I don't know who she's looking at, but she keeps looking over there and giving funny faces.
9-7-1.
Bellamy serves.
Okay, so they
Homburg.
lost the serve. That's uncharacteristic of Beth. Beth usually makes those.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to put it softly at their feet, which was a smart move. It's just she didn't have the clearance over the net.
Todd looks to drive 2 straight in a row. Unfortunately, the last one driven into the tape.
I think I probably would have done a 5th shot drop and gotten her team into the kitchen.
7-9-1.
But she's looking for a pop-up. I understand that. Okay, why is everybody hitting? Like, get up to the kitchen.
So hard
Do a
from the
drop.
baseline. Well, I mean, we've seen a lot of very effective
7-9-2.
drives from the baseline, but if it's not working right now, yeah.
Exactly.
Point.
And it's 9-8.
Amazing.
8-9-2. Point.
Another timeout called. So after having a 8-2 lead and dominating whole game number 3, we find ourselves tied up, and the serving team calls a timeout to see if they can have their chance to win gold. Unbelievable. Let's see what happens after this.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Total Pickleball, your one-stop pickleball shop. Free 2-day shipping on the widest selection of pickleball products. By Franklin X40, the official ball of the US Open Pickleball Championships. By Gamma Pickleball, the official grip of the US Open Pickleball Championships. And by Yola, for the champion in you.
And welcome to the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville.
Yes,
if you were just joining us, we're at the end, potentially, of an exciting women's pro split age, as suddenly Courtney Humbert have tied up this game number 3.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Wow.
They have match point.
They have
What
match
just
point.
happened?
So they are raising their hands, trying to get the crowd going. The underdogs are now at match point.
Oh, they're on second serve, though. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me?
And Sherry Coder with a hug and a smile. She's like, hands battle against Paris Todd.
What
Beth
just
Bellamy
happened?
behind. Coming back. They were down and down and down.
Look at their faces. They're like they don't, oh my gosh.
Wow, that was fantastic.
What were they down? 9-3? 9-2?
They were down 8-2.
No.
And they held them at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Then a 9-3, 1, and climb their way back up. Welcome to the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. You're looking at some proud smiles of some people who fought hard and are now brand new US Open gold medal champions. Let's see that winning count. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. He just tells you folks, it's never over. Always believe.
Wow. And look at that expression. Arms in the air. She's like, what just happened? Oh, it's so exciting to see here. Thank you, everybody. We're going to have a brief moment, and we're going to have some medals put around some proud champions' necks. But don't go away. We have more great medal action coming to you from the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville.
It's time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check.
Singles and doubles champion Annalie Waters.
Everyone sees the highlight reel. The gold medals, the triple crowns.
What a way to end it!
But greatness isn't just what you do in front of a crowd. It's here. The hours, the years, the sweat. It's how you press on when others give up. When nobody's pushing you but you. It's not what you do for the crowd. It's what you do for yourself.
See
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
Check out these new Gamma paddles. Yo, I gotta try that paddle. Here you go. Let's go.
Play with style. Play with Quantum by Gamma Pickleball.
And here we are on Zing Zang Championship Court after an amazing 3-game medal match. I'm joined with silver medalists Beth Bellamy and Paris Todd. Everyone, a round of applause. We have Heather from Margaritaville coming on out. And a special happy birthday to you as well, Heather. But right now, our silver medalists, thank you for being a part of this amazing event. This is a new tournament to you. You've been on this championship court before, but 3 games and some amazing action. How are you feeling and what went through?
Oh, it was just a really fun day playing with Paris. She's so amazing, and we lost a heartbreaker, but that's pickleball, and we did our best. Nothing we can do about it. We gave everything we had, and congratulations to the other team.
Yeah, you know, it's so fun playing with Beth, and it's just, you know, just so much fun being on the court with her, and they were just too good today, so congrats, guys, and thanks for having us.
Yeah, well fought battle. Congratulations on your silver. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And now let's bring out our gold medal, our champions at the US Open, Sherry Corder and Mary Humberg. Congratulations, that was pretty amazing. Heather from Margaritaville is going to come out with your gold medals. In addition to your winnings, you also get a pair of Skechers pickleball shoes.
Thank you. Skechers, thank you, Skechers.
And another special treat, you're going to get a complimentary 2-night stay at the Margaritaville Beach Resort in Fort Myers Beach, Florida.
Go practice, yes, thank you. Thank you, Margaritaville. Can we put this down? Yes.
Sure.
Yeah,
So, 3 games. Number 1, fought hard all the way 13-13, right? You pulled that out. Number 2, pretty significantly 11-1. I mean, and you come in and you're behind game number 3, but you held them off at 8 again and again and again, but no points on the board. And then all of a sudden, 3 points in a row, a timeout and more. What's going through your mind and what shifted at the end?
I told her to start hunting and stop just playing back at the people, and she did it. I mean, we had to take control. Actively patient, but hunting. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're new. Just recently in August, I believe, you started playing pickleball, and this is an amazing show. So what was going on in your head with that change and that transition?
Well, I'm still trying to figure this sport out, so we're taking it one step at a time. I had a partner to pick me up today, carried me all the way through the day, and this was a blind date. We met yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
So this is, I think it worked out okay.
Yeah.
It apparently did work out quite well. So here you are at the US Open Pickleball Championships on Championship Court, Zing Zang Championship Court. What are you feeling right now?
I don't know what to feel right now. First of all, 2 champions over there. Amazing, amazing. But I'm in shock. Maybe later we'll figure it out. I don't know about you. Yeah. I'm in shock.
I'm hungry, to be honest. No, they're amazing. I watch videos of them playing to learn how to play, right? They're what we look forward to being. So it was an awesome experience to play on center court and get to battle alongside Sherry today. So yeah, we had a blast.
Yes, all 4 competitors, an amazing show. One round of applause for both our gold and silver medalists. Everybody, thank you for being here. And the audience at home, we have a gold medal match in the men's pro split age coming up. Enjoy yourselves. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
Way to go, girls. Congrats. Way to be.
Don't go anywhere.
Ready for a real cocktail? Grab a Zing Zang ready-to-enjoy cocktail in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang Classic Margarita, tequila included. Mango margaritas made with tequila and real mango puree. And whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. Zing Zang full-strength canned cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
What if I showed you a new way to view wellness through the lens of nature in its purest form? At Swish Naturals, we believe that everyone deserves wellness. We have one line of products that can help your body in countless different ways. Name your pain. It can all vanish in minutes if you know what your body needs to protect it. Our products are unlike anything you've seen before. The intersection where nature strengthens performance. It's your body, and you only get one, so ask yourself, am I going to protect it?
At first, it was just a team. Now I can't imagine my life without them.
That coach changed our son, on the field and off.
So as we come back to Zing Zang Championship Court here at the US Open, after an amazing day so far, we've seen some great competition in this unique pro split age bracket. You're looking at the players warming up on the left there. That's Dave Weinbach in the red cap. His partner cross court to him, in sort of the blue camouflage.
Diascu?
Sorry, yes, Andre Diascu. And then across, we've already seen playing earlier today, Sincola and Merchant. So coming across, Dave Weinbach, right? So he is energetic in his character. He's in the Midwest from where you are, but Dave is one of the winningest medalers, specifically at the US Open. So he's been playing here since 2016, has won gold in the men's doubles lots of times. And so Dave's also done so much over the years trying to help, especially in the Midwest, where pickleball didn't start as popular. So the Northwest and in Florida and Arizona. And Dave's been in Madison, Wisconsin, continue to stay there and try to grow the sport around the country as well. And so Dave, commonly known as the Badger, there he is there, looking at the camera just a little bit. He thinks we can hear him, so he's talking. Dave's never short for words, is he?
No, he always has something to say. He's always taunting his opponents. He's definitely an entertainer, a huge supporter of pickleball. Comes from a ping pong background, actually.
Yeah, and his partner's newer to the scene, right? So coming from tennis, a lot of height. What do you know in terms of about Andre's game?
Well, obviously he's very tall, and that is a huge advantage. Very aggressive. I know he and Kyle Yates recently had great success together.
Absolutely.
Moves well, has great variety. I mean, definitely somebody you just don't want to be across the court from, the net from. So.
Well, and again, and sort of newer to the sport and learning the technique. It's kind of interesting, as you talked about, the components and as they're learning the game. Now, of course, going back to 2018, so with a little bit more experience compared to Dasku, we just saw Cinchola, or John, and
Cinchola.
exactly, and Althoff Merchant competed. So they fought their way earlier in the bracket, and they're finding themselves here for gold again. So we're expecting to see some fast interchanges and some power. As you look at, again, there's Althoff. You are quite familiar with Althoff.
Yeah, so Althoff actually is my mixed partner at this tournament. I mean, you're going to see a lot of verbal interaction between Dave and Althoff. I think that Andre Dasku and John Cincola are going to be probably on the quieter side, but there'll be a lot of action, and I think there's going to be a lot of hand battles. And remember, Andre and Dasku and John Cincola are both very tall, so they can reach in and they can start things up. So we'll see what strategies each of these teams have. And here we go.
Merchant and John Cincola.
All right, so our referee calling the beginning of game number 1
and Dave Weinbach.
for the men's pro split age gold medal match here on Zing Zang Championship Court. In the red hat, about to serve, is Dave Weinbach. Dasku drops instead of drives.
Good movement of the dinks.
All 4 players getting involved.
Dave trying to set up his Oh, he's ready.
Yeah, I mean, Weinbach has been said for years to have some of the fastest hands in the sport.
Which I think his ping pong background
exactly,
helps
that
him
table
immensely.
tennis for sure
Yeah.
makes a significant difference.
Dave gets up there right away. He's ready to battle. See?
Althoff Merchant there trying
Look,
to
he
stare it
just
down a little bit. Well, I'll wait for the ball, but it was a little bit of a stare down, not just hand me the ball.
It was a stare down. It was a stare down. They're setting the tone. They're setting the tone to this match. Very nice.
Yeah, pops that back in the corner there.
I don't think John should have come over that far. He just left so much property behind him open, you know. Ooh, that was a high one. They're pushing Althoff back. Althoff's not going back to the middle.
Our first big yell from Althoff Merchant early on in game number 1.
Andre Dasku has no response, no facial response whatsoever. He knows it's coming.
Skechers instant replay.
Oh. Dave's.
So we have our side out coming.
Dave's chatting.
Dasku serves to Cincola. A little early chest bump here.
We'll see a lot of those.
2-1-1.
2-1.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was good coverage by Johnny. Wow.
Dasku heats it up, but Merchant handles it, resulting in a little bit of a pop-up there.
Yeah, I mean, Althoff is ready for a backhand. I mean, he's not even looking for a forehand because he knows that John Cincola has it in the middle. So he's actually moved over and he's just standing backhand. Look at him.
Yeah.
And then he'll take a step back to take the forehand because he has to take it behind him. But he's ready for any speed up.
So with a tie of 2-2, Cincola serves.
So close.
Two.
2-2-2.
He got under that.
It was a bit of an uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
Weinbach's, I would say, almost really consistent, but typically extremely consistent with his thirds. Wow.
That thing was barely over
They
the
were even
net.
like, wait, what just happened? That, you know, exactly. He jumps. Let's see if we can see it here. Comes around, pop right into the body. It was almost so quick. They were both a little like, was that legal? What just happened?
Well, I think Althoff and Sincola wondered if he crossed the line on the net on that.
Second server. Two, three, two.
So we're at 2-3.
So targeting Althoff's backhand. Ooh.
Nice interchange.
Yes.
Did Althoff heat up a little bit early?
Well, I think that John Sincola probably should have taken that forehand. If there's any hesitation at all, you're going to miss it. I like where Althoff's putting his dinks. They're putting them pretty much like between Dave's legs, so he doesn't.
A little pop on the net.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. Close. Oh,
Look at him. It's safe. It's good.
Althoff's being like, in case you didn't know, I'll tell you that was in.
Oh my God.
But it was nice, right on the,
Right on the line.
baseline there.
I think Althoff just wants to jump across the net and talk to his opponents all the time.
Second server.
I think, as again, we pointed out, if you're just joining us earlier in the day, but Althoff being lefty.
So I wonder, you know, there's the sun is going down. There's a lot of shadows on the court. I wonder how much that's playing a factor in their sight, or you know how they're receiving the ball. You know.
Yeah. Certainly a little more contrast on this side of the court. The camera side, you can see the sun really kind of hitting the white reflection of the tape. For us, it's kind of coming across sideways into our eyes, sort of in the back corner of championship court.
Ooh, too big of a swing by Dave.
Yeah. It was there, kind of got between them, just a little long.
It's so tough to contain yourself on those shots, though.
4-3-2.
Again, Trey with.
That wasn't the one. That wasn't the one.
Well, for being so tall, he's moving really well laterally, right? Cross, back and forth.
It takes one step for him.
Yeah.
Dave serving. You're at 5. You're on the right.
And so with an initial back and forth, 2-1, 3-3, we're now finding ourselves with a 2-point lead to Deescu and Weinbach.
Steady. Yep.
Side out.
A little bit too much.
Yep.
Forcing a side out now.
I'd rather see him go for Althoff's shoulder than
3-5.
going towards an appendage, because he's ready for that.
Point. 4-5-1. Out. Yeah. Out.
So again, Dave and Weinbach and Andre Deescu are going with the wind, and so they're missing a few of these shots long. They need to bring their target point in from the baseline. Good job moving.
Kind of got up under Dave's chin there almost, right in the middle of his chest.
The pros notoriously attack down the line. So you can see how Johnson Cola went right into him, and then the second shot they have is the winner. Oh, he got him. He got him on the shot. That shot was no way going in, but he got his body.
Right,
so, point.
Well, and I think you're seeing that a lot more as well, right? These attacking shots that are not intended to go in.
Right.
Just intended to not be able to return them.
Right. They're looking for a body.
So the ball ended up going wide and out of the court. The fans are giving some applause to the other fans who was able to catch that ball and send it back in the court. And our first timeout in game number 1 has been called. We will take a Takea hydration break. And as you can see us here in the booth, we have a little bit of an elevated position, and we are excited to be here. Eva Welsher, you are amazing, and I want to thank her so much for being here.
US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Latitude Margaritaville and Minto. Change your latitude to the active adult paradise of Latitude Margaritaville. By Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. By Skechers Pickleball. Experience performance comfort on the court with the all-new Skechers Viper Court Pro. And by Margaritaville Hotels and Resorts. Check in and chill out at margaritavilleresorts.com.
One timeout remaining.
So after the first timeout, the receivers called that timeout. The men's pro split age gold medal match at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. You see there, Johnson Cola serving. Oh, good reach, but couldn't quite get that. So as the second serve comes, Merchant to Weinbach.
You don't realize how much the wind is holding up Althoff's dinks, and he has to push so hard, and there's a fine line between pushing too hard and then too little, and he pushed it too hard.
That reach too. I mean,
and so
his ability to take that out of the air, so close to the net.
Exactly, and then he just got his feet. Nice shot.
Nicely executed around the post.
As well as the celebration.
Well, you know, I mean, you got to figure out at some level it's fun, and you know, everybody has a different way to keep themselves in the game.
I have to say, though, I love the personality on the court. I know some people, it agitates them, but as long as you keep it on your side of the court, that celebration, I think it's entertaining for the viewers. It's entertaining, you know, for everyone. Where did Johnson Cola come from?
Yeah, right?
He was just back there waiting.
And so with a nice back and forth, let's take a look at the Skechers instant replay.
7-6-1.
Little hands battle, celebration between the two of them. Come back to a point in progress. Dayescu able to reach up over there.
God, his reach is incredible. Like, how do you get it by him, right?
Yeah.
You have to move him.
Don't even try lobbing.
No, you have to move him. You have to constantly move him. He cannot.
Well, that doesn't work too well. But you were talking about how important it is to keep people back, right? So that was a ball was hit nice and deep.
The serve and return and the third are the most important shots, and it's amazing how many people don't work on their serves and returns.
Side out.
So with the side out, Dayescu and Weinbach find a chance to
6-8-1.
close it up again.
That was a great shot.
Getting ready to serve. Althoff Merchant raising his hand up in the air, trying to keep his energy up. It's a replay. Comes over, he comes over. Sincola's got to get out of the way.
That was a good shot behind Althoff. Andre is just pushing.
8-8-2.
Sorry.
Keeps him back.
Easy.
Nice block volley, right?
Easy peasy. You just can't hit to somebody just standing there waiting for it. He's not frazzled at all. Dave can handle any type of pace possible.
Right here it comes. It's just a little block volley. Boop.
I mean, he barely moved.
Coming back to the point already in progress. Just go back and forth here. And they're mixing it up, all four players.
And there's a celebration. Okay, literally like 2 minutes ago it was 8-6, and now it's 10-8. It's amazing how fast pickleball games can just change the momentum.
10-8-2.
Side out.
And it's a side out, bringing it back to only a 2-point game. We saw turnarounds before. Will it happen here?
Oh, Johnny. So Sincola, remember, the wind is blowing from ad to deuce court, so he was actually reaching for it the whole time.
They heat it up.
Yeah, I mean,
gets his paddle on it, but
that was risky by Althoff because, I mean, he was ready. But again, if you go to his forehand and he's not ready, if he tries to hit it cross court at all, it's going out. So that was a smart play.
9-10-2. Side out.
and they force the side out, and still at 10-9, they're able, as Weinbach says, right now, let's go.
10-9-1.
Game point.
Everybody's hopeful it's out. One side's praying it's in, and the other side is hopeful it's out. It was out, though.
And this replay comes up.
10-9-2.
Look out, he ducks.
Yep.
Merchant returns, comes across.
John's standing in the middle. Oh, Sincola. That was seriously. So right after that serve,
ball right back, yeah.
Yeah, right after that return, John Sincola stood right in the middle.
9-10-1.
Nice job.
Yeah, that backhand 2 in a row, a little wider, closes it out, forces a second serve.
9-10-2.
Okay, can they tie it up? I just don't. Especially at 9-10, I feel like you need to get that third in and get your team up to the kitchen line to battle.
So Weinbach serves. Game point.
Second server.
Ball goes a little bit long. frustration expressed. Dave's trying to encourage his partner. It's okay, it's okay. Let's focus. Here we go. Another game point.
John's coming over more. Nice job. Oh, that's a lot of expression from Andre Tedescu. Nice job.
A big yell there and a fist pump and a high five as game 1 goes to Tedescu Weinbach at the men's pro split age gold medal match. But don't go away, because an exciting game 2 is on the way.
It's time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the US Open Pickleball Championships.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
Championship court there with the Margaritaville VIP lounge, licensed chill lounge in the background. Look at the fans watching. Dave Weinbach ready to receive as we go into game number 3.
Very nice. Through the middle.
1-0-2.
Merchant serves, 1-0.
Okay, so that's middle again, so 2 in a row. So remember that Althoff Merchant and John Cicola are going with the wind now, so their balls are going much faster, gaining speed as they hit it. Ouch. Okay. I feel like Althoff.
Real here.
0-2-1.
Weinbach serves to Merchant, who returns to Tedescu.
Nice shot.
There he goes, around the post, successful. Gets behind.
What is Althoff doing?
I don't know.
He's just a goofball.
ATP there. Lands cleanly in the back corner.
0-2-2.
Tedescu serving to Cicola. Nice little back and forth.
One, two, two.
That's a good move by Dave, changing the dink. You can see Althoff say, You know, you can either Ernie that one, or you got to go behind Andreescu.
Yes. Yes. 2, 2, 2.
Nice and clean.
Third middle one, again. Third middle one.
Okay, so 3 is enough that you can notice that pattern. You notice it.
Well, you know.
What are they thinking? Are they just like, how do we miss that? Or
if somebody's going to
serve?
wind up, they're not going to hit an angle. So somebody's got to take the middle, somebody's got to take the line. There's no way that Althoff Merchant can get that angle behind Dave. So Dave needs to cover that middle.
Sincola way over.
He went inside out on that. Did you see that? He did that funky where he shows that he's going to hit a backhand, and then he reversed it and hit a forehand just to try to.
Yeah, so I was going to say real quick for those who don't know inside out, maybe if we have a moment in between, go ahead and share that with folks.
Yes.
So Weinbach hits, Merchant returns.
Nice. Just far enough away from John Sincola that he couldn't get it. But again, he was stuck in the transition zone. So Weinbach and Andreescu did a good job keeping him back.
3, 2, 1.
Nice job.
Gets behind his back there.
Yep. So John Sincola leads heavy, heavy forehand. So he got beat on that in the last match too. So he really needs to just pay attention to that and take a step to the left and cover it. Good follow through, Althoff.
Althoff giving himself a pep talk there. You're looking at John Sincola getting ready to return. Andreescu serves. Nice back and forth. Oh, reach, he gets it.
They're trying to catch John Sincola behind him. Nice job. What patience between all four gentlemen.
When they had pulled Sincola wide, even he kind of scooped around with his forehand a little bit. He was so far out, but was able to move and come back.
He did a good job when he got pulled wide to just reset it right in front of Dave, so he couldn't do anything, and he was able to get in back and reset himself in position.
So now we're at 2-4-1. Merchant serve to Weinbach.
I think that was a little aggressive. Maybe wait one more dink before trying to do that.
Ooh, that ran along the net for a while, but ultimately came back to his side.
So Dave Weinbach and Andreescu are really.
Ooh.
Oh, that was going up.
Pops off the paddle, unfortunately.
No point.
So Andreescu and Dave Weinbach are playing the outside lines of John Sincola and Althoff Merchant because their backhands are on the outside. So you're seeing them spread them so that the middle becomes questionable for both of them with two forehands. That's a really good pattern for playing a lefty. He just can lean in so far. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah. It's hard.
5-3-1.
Nice interchange. Weinbach now serves to Merchant, returning to Diescu. Switching sides. Pops in the net, almost makes it over, but
he got lucky.
5-3-2.
Oh, what a get. What a get.
Nice. You're still in it?
Oh,
Nice
Johnny's
reset.
playing. Oh!
Weinbach had that great reset in there.
Oh, Johnny was playing singles. I don't know if they had confusion with their forehands or not, because Althoff took that one.
You are. Yes.
What a great point. Great defense by Andre Diescu.
Oh my gosh.
Good intention by Althoff Merchant, but unfortunately he got the net, and then
7-3-2.
the property was open behind him.
So we're going to take a moment as we have a Takea hydration break in the middle of game number 2 at the men's pro split age.
The Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships, by Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand, by Takea, hydration is an all-day game, and by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024.
And as we come back seeing Weinbach and Diescu a little hyped up after that point, with some communication as they lead by 4 right now, as well as they have 1 game under their belt.
So they're still doing the exchange cross-court between Althoff Merchant and Dave Weinbach. Dave just changed the pattern. Okay, Althoff reached for that. He got kind of lucky. But you know what? They got the serve back.
3-7-1.
Wow. Everybody was just swinging ahead above their heads, making sure that if they got it or not.
And there's a view from the Margaritaville License to Chill Lounge, courtside, with people enjoying the environment, the activity, the community. And the biggest pickleball party in the world. Weinbach answers it just quite out of the reach of Merchant.
Very good hands.
As you look at that moment, back and forth.
4-7-2. Side out.
I mean, those two are just leaning in so far to get that ball. Right on the peak, and they're getting it right down at the feet. I mean, I don't know how you defend that.
7-4-1.
Still staying on Althoff Merchant's backhand. Up. Very good idea by Althoff Merchant, though. But Andre Diescu was ready.
And just kind of hits the tip of Merchant's paddle.
Yes. 8-4-1.
They are at 8-4.
Point.
This comes up and just
9-4-1.
jumps into the net. 2 points away from and gold champions. Merchant says not yet. Not yet.
He was ready for that one. Trust me, he's not going anywhere. He's going to fight. Althoff Merchant's going to fight till the bitter end.
Ball goes long, giving us a side out and a chance. If you've seen anything, if you've been joining us earlier, you saw an amazing comeback in Game 3 in the women's.
4-9-1.
Merchant now serving at 4-9.
Very nice ATP by Althoff Merchant. Althoff's really trying to insert himself here, make some chaos, get some points.
Goes in his way.
Second server. 5-9-2.
5-9, trying to put more points on the board. Sincola can't quite get back over there to cover the space.
No, I mean, Andre Descu and Dave Weinbach have been very, very patient, picking their spots. I mean, they're going hard, but they're going at the right time. And their hands are sick. Nice job. Nice job by John Sincola going down at the feet.
That back and forth.
Yeah, those two are just, that's the pattern.
Weinbach switching it up.
He'll go down the line soon. Yeah.
Just enough help from the net. You can see Merchant's frustration. Not much you can do when those pops happen like that.
I mean, you know, Sincola and Merchant played a great point. So did the other team. It's just bad luck.
So we're
at match point.
Exactly.
Side out.
I actually would love Althoff Merchant to go behind Andre Descu and not stay in that cross-court dink with Dave Weinbach.
Second server.
Another chest bump on the other side.
Yep.
Did John think that was going out? Or just kind of catch him off?
I think it just cut him off guard that they even got it back.
Merchant serves.
Oh!
What a get. Oh.
Good hands, just couldn't do it 2 times.
And digs it out.
10-5-1.
Another match point.
Oh, I like that soft one down the middle.
Second server.
John Sincola didn't try to go hard. He just went middle low, and that made Andre Descu hit it up. That was a smart play.
10-5-2.
Wow. Sincola all the way on the court.
Look at him. Look at Andre. He's picking up Dave Weinbach. I mean, he's off the ground by like 2 feet.
There's a victory moment, and we have some new champions here at the US Open. Dave Weinbach once again with another gold, and Andre Descu for the first time at the US Open with a gold. Let's look at that last point there. With the victory in hand, lifted in the air. We will be back for a medal ceremony. Don't go away.
모든 슈악해 인자 똑같은 질투 더 높이 올라와 공기도 달라 so high.
It's time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville, are brought to you by Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open Pickleball Championships, by Southern Tide, the premium coastal lifestyle brand, by Takea, hydration is an all-day game, and by the US Open Pickleball Championships. Save the date, April 13th to 20th, 2024.
Yep, after these commercials, we are going to come to the ceremony for the winner of the Pro Men's Split Age.
It's time to celebrate a return to all things incredible. The competition you can only find at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The blue skies and white sand beaches that restore your soul. The luxurious surroundings and award-winning restaurants that rejuvenate your spirit. So join us for world-class pickleball action and stay for everything else. When it's time for championship pickleball where everyone wins, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades.
Yes. We will be right back after these commercials.
Get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the crease. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the.
I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check.
Check out these new gamma paddles. Yo, I gotta try that paddle. Here you go.
Play with style. Play with Quantum by Gamma Pickleball.
Okay, now we are back on Zing Zang Championship Court. I'm with our silver medalists, Johnson Cola and Althoff Merchant, everyone. Curtis from Paddle Tech is going to come out and give you your silvers. Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open. Thank you for your sponsorship these many years. And guys, thank you. It's a hard-fought battle. We saw you out here earlier in the day fighting your way through the bracket. You found yourself in this final match. You have 5 silvers, so here you are again. What are you thinking?
Hey, listen, Wednesday I play again. Friday I play with Eva. Come on, I got to get a gold sometime. But this was amazing. John and I have played twice together. We've got on the podium both times. And I mean, I can't ask for, this is gold for me. Playing with John on Zing Zang Court and winning one match, getting to the finals, it's like winning a gold medal. So this is gold, baby. All
right, well said. And how are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I mean, I wish we could have won, but I love playing with Althoff. I know going into it that he's going to bring all the energy. So, you know, one of my favorite players to play with just because there's going to be the fire. It's going to be fun, you know, so we had a blast out there.
Yeah, absolutely a show for the fans and great performance. Congratulations on your medals, you guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
And now let's bring out our US Open champions, Andre Deescu and Dave Weinbach, in this unique split age group. Once again, Curtis from Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the US Open, is going to come out and give you your gold.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for being the official paddle of the US Open again for every year, I think.
Thank you for putting up this thing. Anytime for a gold medal.
And in addition to your medals and your prize money, you're going to get a pair of Skechers pickleball shoes, officially designed for pickleball.
Let's go, Skechers.
And a unique thing, you're going to get a 2-night courtesy stay at the Margaritaville Beach Resort in Fort Myers Beach, Florida.
There we go.
Thank you. Thanks, Curtis.
So you guys, that was hard fought. Obviously, you worked your way all the way through the bracket. Dave Weinbach, you have been here before. I'm coming back to you. This is your first time at the US Open on the medal stand Zing Zang Championship Court. So what's this moment mean to you?
It means a lot to me. Obviously, there's a lot of work that goes into it. I had so much fun playing with the GOAT of the US Open. I think he's up to 17 medals right now. So I learned so much from him. He kept me out there mentally. His energy is incredible. And yeah, it means the world to me to be able to get a gold medal at the US Open.
All right, well, it's been great to see your rise and becoming new to pickleball. It's fantastic, great performance. Now, Dave, again, like he said, once again, another championship for you. What does this mean?
Rusty, you know I love this place. Every time I step on this court, I get a huge adrenaline rush. It's my favorite court in the world to play on, and today I had the best partner you could ever ask for. This guy is an absolute beast. He's not new to the game at all. People in pickleball know all about Andre Deescu, and he's an absolute monster. My first time playing with him, I think the result was okay, so we're going to do it again. But congratulations. And I want to say thank you, Rusty, to all the incredible volunteers and officials and Chris and Terry and Jim Ludwig, the whole management team that puts on maybe the greatest tournament on earth and certainly the greatest party on earth. So I look forward to this every single year.
Well, out of Dave Weinbach's mouth to your ears, this has been an incredible time. Once again, people, another round of applause for these amazing gold medalists. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And so that's it for another amazing day here at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville. Stay tuned for more great pickleball action all week long here on Pickleball Channel. And until next time, keep on playing.